Jeep Grille LED Install. Should be pretty cool. There you go. That's what it looks like. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think anybody's going to miss you coming down the road with this thing, right? Well, good morning, everybody. How are you today? Pretty good here, and that's right. Today, we're going to be putting some grill lights actually in my wife's Jeep. Randall, who is right back here, came over to do this install. Put him in his Jeep Gladiator, sitting right out there. That's what you saw in the beginning. Of course, my wife saw that. Of course she saw it, and she liked it, right? So the plan is to go ahead and mount those in the grill right along the front here on the Jeep. Now, we did see a little bit of an issue. Behind the grill, kind of on both sides, there's some sort of a plastic cover of some sort, it looks like. So we're going to pop the hood, take a look back there, and see if indeed we can clear that, because these lights are about 1 inch long. Let me show you what they look like here. You can see there, they're about 1 inch in length. So we have to be able to put them in and clear that plastic piece. And this is what they look like, by the way. There you go. Man, it's blinding. And you got these, I think, just at Walmart, right?
At Walmart.
Okay, so if you're looking for something like that, you can grab them at Walmart.
3 packs, 19 bucks.
All right, let's go ahead. We'll pop the hood here. And of course, oh, I did put the struts on there. You did put the struts. I forgot I put struts on there. Not sure if we can actually see. It doesn't look like it, so we're going to have to go ahead and pop the grill. Again, that's pretty easy to do. Really, there's only, I think, 6 clips. These little push pin things right across the front. So we'll go ahead, pull those off, and then we'll take a look at what we have behind the grill here. Okay, what we were looking at, you have to watch when you're going to put those lights in, because of the length, they hit the horn if you don't go in the right hole, or the horns, I should say. So I'll show you where we're going to put them in a minute. And then we had thought this was the piece that was in the way, but that's not true. What's in the way is actually a piece that's integrated, or part of the grill, back here. So what we're going to do from the other side, I'm just going to drill a hole to be able to put the end of the screw right there in through this little piece. Should be pretty simple. I'm not exactly sure what the function of this is, other than maybe structure.
It just directs it.
Yeah, right.
But we still may have to make a notch. On the Gladiator, I had to make a notch in this piece. I'm not sure if there's enough of a gap between the piece that's over there and this, so we won't have to notch this. Okay, almost forgot to include you guys. Randall had to remind me, hey, we're actually shooting a video. Anyway, we got the first one in. I had drilled my hole through here, through this piece, and of course just put the light, you can see right here what it looks like, up through. And then we've got a nut on there. So this was my biggest concern anyway. The rest of them should be pretty easy, because we're just bolting right through the grill work, if you will. So we're going to go ahead, put the other ones on, then I'll flip it around. You can see one sitting here waiting for a nut. And then I'll show you what they look like from the other side. All right, we got all the lights fastened in, all tightened down. We didn't put them too tight because, frankly, you don't need to. Just snug them up pretty well. They're weightless. The lights don't weigh anything. They're way under an ounce a piece. So it's not like there's a huge amount of, you just want them tight so that they're not bouncing out. Right,
okay. Now, we're gonna tilt it up here, and we'll see what they look like now, at least on the front. There you go. Pretty darn cool. And I love how the amber just reflects in the light. I mean, that's how they're going to reflect in the light, just on the truck itself without even being on. So next step now is to
next thing we're going to do before we do anything else is test them and make sure they're still lighting up. They lit in the package, but the little battery thing that it comes with, you've got a tester. You can plug it in to this and make sure everything lights up. Then we're going to come across the back, tape everything. Electrical tape is cheap. Okay, so we're going to come across and we're going to make just a loom across this thing. And just this will all be, you'll start here and you'll just tape, and just wrap them all. And if we want to, we can bring them up a little bit higher, which is probably what I'll do.
Yeah.
And then you drop down over here, and then we'll put in a quick disconnect. So that if you need to take the grill off, you can. So that quick disconnect.
Yep, absolutely. I think that's a great idea.
Doesn't take much time, but it lets you, if you need to pull the grill, you can. You can do whatever, put the grill back on, and you're not having to reattach all your wires.
Okay, Randall is finishing up the taping of the wire. Look at that. He should be a professional, man. Perfect. Looks awesome.
So we're going to cut these, get them more or less the same length. We'll hook this end. It's just a little trailer disconnect, little two. So you'll have your ground and your hot. We'll hook those to, hook one end to this, then we'll hook the other end. We'll hook into that. But if you need to take the grill off, you got a quick disconnect. You're not having to cut the wires and then re-put it back together.
Right, no, and that is an awesome tip, I think. That's the way to do it.
And these things sell for the princely sum of $2.
As you may be able to tell, there's not a lot of money in this mod, which is a good kind.
A little bit of time, but there's not much money. I mean, by the time it's all said and done, if you go with 7 lights, you're still going to be $70.
Okay, this is the test. Randall's got them all wired up to the battery to test them out. So let's turn you around. You guys can see. Here you go. Awesome. That's what they're going to look like. And keep in mind, we're looking into direct sunlight out here. And even though we're shadowed in the garage, but look how bright those things are. Gonna be awesome.
And the tester is what comes with the lights. It's the battery pack and switch that comes with the lights.
There's a good tip. When you get everything hooked up, use the power source that comes with the lights to do the test. Okay, one more thing I want to show you in here as far as running the wiring. You can see here again, Randall had taped it all up with electrical tape, made it nice and rigid. And then I drilled some holes, just real little holes right here in the framework, I guess. And then I zip tied the wire up there across the top. Kind of gives you a nice OEM kind of finished look, I think. Came out really well. We are at the moment of truth here. Randall has got the disconnect all wired in down here, taped up. I might zip tie it here maybe a little bit. We'll know, or we'll see rather. Got to leave a little place so we can maneuver. That's the whole point, right? And then up here, I've got the wiring run, and Randall has put the disconnect down here on the wiring that I ran for power and ground. I just ground it right here where the cold air intake is held down, and then we have the antifuse up here. I've not powered it yet intentionally. The wire I just ran down right along the side here, right through, and then comes out right at the bottom of the headlight, so you'll never see it down there. And then one other thing I did, and you don't have to do this, but I put a little notch, you can see right there in the cover, so that I don't pinch the wire, hopefully, when it feeds up through. That should be good, I think. It's small enough that unless you're submerging your Jeep, I can't imagine any water is going to get in there. So, next thing is to go ahead, bring it over here, test fit it, and see if everything works. Everything is back together. Everything fits on there. Again, you just put the grill back on, pop the little slats in, put the little push pins on, and you're golden. There's what the lights look like. I think they look pretty sharp myself. Of course, you know, we did it, so what else would I think? Again, they shine pretty well. You guys can see right there, they're not on, and they shine pretty well without even being on. I did, again, put a notch here in the fuse cover. Again, it's just a little notch. It's not that big a deal, but I know some folks don't want to do that, so maybe you'll feed it up underneath. And that's it.
On mine, I fed the wire from the inboard side, and there's enough room for it just to go over the top of everything, and there's no notches.
We just need to start it up and see what happens.
I'll hold the camera and you can turn it on.
Okay, you see smoke. I'm leaving. You can tell Krista.
She'll understand.
All right, here we go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, check that out. Check the hood here. There you go. That's what it looks like. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think anybody's gonna miss you coming down the road with this thing, right? Looks awesome.
Oh, exactly.
All right, there you go. Let's see what Krista thinks of it. It is her Jeep, by the way.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Doesn't it look good?
Oh, it looks awesome.
That is the install. Took about 2 guys in 3 hours. Might cost you about a half an hour more, maybe if you did it by yourself, but Randall did most of the work, so thanks to Randall for bringing these over. We really appreciate that. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. Do you like them? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, if you're interested, check out my other channel. It is Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.